Yo guys, what is going on? NumbNexus here, bringing you guys here my team analysis, team building video here today. What I like to do for my team building videos is I like to make them after I've already had the match. Just because it makes more sense. It's a lot easier since you've already seen my thought process live in the match than you would see, my actual building process here. So I'd rather, instead of building them live, because it take quite the while to build them, I don't just rapidly build them. But if you guys can give the video a thumbs up though, comment down below your thoughts on this, and let's also follow the UCL Twitter and shit like that, where you can stay up to date when any of the other matches go live. They all will be uploaded on our own designated channels. So let's get with it. So what I have right here is the first mod that I have right here. As you can see, this is a team that I did bring for against PK's team for week 1. And the first mod I have right here is this Rocky Helmet Shaman. That's exactly what I have here. Now, why I have this Rocky Helmet Shaman is because pretty much the Shaman is guaranteed to live an Adamant +1 Ice Punch and a Jolly +1 Ice Punch. Sheer Force booster for both of them from the Feraligator. Feraligator is definitely a giant threat, as you can see. I have 3 things that kind of stop it, and then he blows back everything else. So it's like, I kind of got to use this Shaman to the best of ability. So I decided to bring this for the Shaman set because I did test it out a ton of times where I did damage calcs, and I actually tested it out in Wi-Fi and low 50 and all of that, to where I am guaranteed to live, and Seed Flare is a guaranteed knockout. Even with 4 investment, with little to no investment, it's still a guaranteed knockout. Even before the Rocky Helmet damage, it's a guaranteed knockout. So Rocky Helmet's just there as well, just in case if I don't want to use the thing strictly just for the Gator, but it is built strictly for the Gator. A little ironic because I have Gator check right here. He's one of the best Gator checks because it eats up Crunch and Justified Boost, and I'm Water type, but Return, that's why people run Return, but that's a whole other story for another day. Pretty much, I can eat a hit, I can dish out damage. I have Hidden Power Ice just in case for the Mega Sceptile, because I know that he'll probably switch it in if I reveal the Leech Seed, and then I know he's probably going to want to stay in and maybe, get off a sub, which he did do. I actually did expect him to bring sub Mega Sceptile, because that's the set that I personally run a lot, so I expected him to just bring that, not even watch. I don't even watch his team building analysis videos. I'm not gonna watch anybody's team building, and nigga, I'm lazy as shit. I'm not gonna watch that stuff when I could be watching anime. But point is I knew that he'd run the subset, so I was like, all right, let me just bring HP Ice, because then I can't touch it, so just, it's coverage as well at the same time, Pretty much though, Snorlax as well, that's why I have Leech Seed Protect, because if he does bring Snorlax, which I probably, he probably will, because Entei, he will definitely bring Snorlax, which he did bring Snorlax, but he didn't make the best use of his Snorlax, believe it or not, but yeah, it's really good. As well, just to break down, walls, really breaks down walls, chipping their damage down, getting HP back at the same time, as well as they're losing HP. So really good Shaman set. Now, I have a Choice Scarfed Entei here, another thing that I wanted to bring custom, strictly for his Mega Sceptile. I did bring a lot of stuff that was custom for their mons, for his mons, so that's how this format goes. You got to counter them. So I brought a Scarfed Entei just in case, because I know that Extreme Speed will not be killing. It does about like 60, 55 from Adamant Choice Band. And I will not appreciate myself after Hazard's taking a Dragon Pulse or an Earthquake, anything like that. So I pretty much just want to run Scarf the way I'm guaranteed to outspeed, and I can get a fuck ton of damage off. I mean, look at this. Base 100 and base 120. Stab, super effective. That's Incineration Sceptile. You are now, instead of just a gecko, my nigga's a gecko on a stick, dude. Shish kebab. I'm telling you, man, that shit tasted good. But yeah, I ran Scarf. It's pretty much the standard Entei set, except that it's nothing really to say about this. It's not as customized as the Shaman. It's basic as shit. It's pretty much Adamant Choice Band Entei, except with a Choice Scarf on it. It's the exact same spread, exact same everything on it, dude. It's just I thought to slap a Scarf on it to guaranteed outspeed. Not to mention as well to guaranteed outspeed the Steelix, because PK likes throwing Rock Polish Steelix. I was like, okay, PK, but I have this, so yeah. Not to mention as well that I am guaranteed to outspeed a Gator as well after +1, so I can get a Stone Edge off, or a Flare Blitz off, or a Sacred Fire off, or potentially try and burn. And if he does have Aqua Jet, then my Scarf will go before his, and I can Extreme Speed. So even though it always goes first, I don't need to rely on the Scarf. It's just the fact that I can still Extreme Speed, So it comes in handy, which it did come in handy. It did. Then we got Big Boss here, the Penis, the Electros, and pretty much as you can see, safety goggles. I had this thing for safety goggles because Wow. I forgot 7 EVs. No wonder knockoff didn't do shit. Wow, that's funny. That's really funny. Okay, well, I have safety goggles on the thing because it's the one thing that can stop his Vivillon, and I don't think you understand, guys, how big of a threat his Vivillon is, because if it puts anything to sleep and gets one Quiver Dance off, you're a Hurricane, you're a Bug Buzz or Hurricane, a Giga Drain, you're definitely a Hurricane, you're a Bug Buzz, you are, again, a Hurricane and a Hurricane. That thing with Compound Eyes will land almost every Hurricane as well, and I'm not trying to get blown back, because I don't think you guys understand that Vivillon is a big threat. Not to mention as well, I didn't really bring a special wall, so, yeah. Not to mention, he pops my special wall, which is my Yuxi. So he pops that, you know? He definitely pops that out the ass. So I wanted to bring this thing to get the safety goggles away. You couldn't put it to sleep. And I can get a flamethrower off on it, you know? That way he can't put me to sleep. And then I'm guaranteed to live any hit from him, because you can see from the spread, I am very bulky. So I'm guaranteed to live any hit from him, probably eat it up very well. Since I'm bulky, it doesn't have any boost on it in real life, where they're almost always Focus Sash, but he didn't bring it. I definitely brought the thing to counter, but he unfortunately did not bring it. I have the Acid Spray just in case of Assault Vest Snorlax, because he's super annoying. Assault Vest, Self-Destruct, Stab, Snorlax, that is powerful. Oh my god, that's why I wanted Snorlax, but fortunately PK snagged that before me. But yeah, I had the Acid Spray for the Snorlax, strictly for the Snorlax, so yeah, that was fun. That was fun, you know? That was fun. So, he didn't bring the Vivillon, but I mean, hey, it was, you know, it's on paper. The concept was fun. Looks like a floating dick with hands, but hey, we tried. Now, I have this Excadrill. It's a fairly standard Excadrill select. There really isn't anything non-standard about it. Nothing really stands out from this thing. It's very standard. Air Balloon, you know, to avoid his Garchomp. I kind of expected he would bring the Garchomp. Basically, he brought 4 of the 6 mons that I expected to bring, which is the Skarmory. Actually, he brought 5. The last one I thought would be Talonflame or Duet Steelix over that. Otherwise, I pretty much was prepared for everything that he was going to bring. I just didn't bring Talonflame for Vivillon, and I thought that he was going to bring either Talonflame or Vivillon. So, yeah. But I mean, I guess this thing is, you know, it's pretty standard, basic. I don't really need to say much about it. As you can see from the spread and the moves and the item, it's fairly standard. I had the Air Balloons, that way I could take any move from the Garchomp. I mean, he would, if he's Scarfed, which he probably would be, either Scarfed. I know Rocky Helmet rocks Garchomp is a thing, but he's got like a Skarmory and Steelix. I don't think he would be running that. So I purchased accepted either Scarf or Focus Sash Swords Dance. I remember, God, good times with lead Garchomp. Focus Sash, I know you guys remember that. Lead, Focus Sash, Swords Dance, Garchomp. Good times with that. Really good times with that. I had fun with that. But no, I'm not gonna be honest. I did not expect that, but I just really expected either Choice Scarfed, Life Orb, just full out offensive Garchomp. More long Choice Scarf is what I expected to get the guaranteed kill on both my Keldeo, my Entei, taking out both my 2 offensive mons, and then as well for the Latios, because I knew that he would be fearing my Latios a lot. So yeah, I didn't bring it, you know, I just didn't bring it, because that's how you got to get inside of your opponent's head. They're going to expect your biggest threat, which my biggest threat on my team is the Latios, and he's going to expect that and completely prepare for that. Whereas I didn't bring it at all, because I knew he would prepare for that, and I knew that he would expect that. Thus, the Sceptile and the Scarfed Garchomp. Honestly, it's all coincidence that he actually did bring that shit. Like, if you guys could see the live recording, I'm so sad that I deleted it, but whole another story for a whole another day. Very standard. I pretty much can force the switch to find out if you Scarf or not. At the same time, as well as when I do force the switch, I do get free rocks, and then someone's taking an Earthquake, you know? So I get free rocks as he pops the balloon with a Dragon Claw, and then I can Earthquake on the swap. Since you didn't bring either the Talonflame or the Vivillon, I could do that. But I made a really weird play, and I put up the rocks when he had 2 mons left on his Gator and Chomp. I was like, why the fuck did I do that? And then he critted me to kill my Excadrill, and I'm like, yes, I deserve to be critted, because why the fuck would I put up late game rocks? It changed the game, yeah, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that anymore. Next, again, we have this Almamola set. I don't want to say it's too standard, because I put a little bit of special defense inside of the Almamola, but it is kind of, since I do play a lot of RU, it is kind of basic, you know? They do like to run kind of mixed defensive, you know, to take advantage of the high ass fucking HP, even though special defense is not too high. I think with this special defense, you're able to live a Grass Knot, Giga Drain, Energy Ball. You're able to live a lot of things. I think you actually can live a Volt Switch too from a Life Orb Jolteon. Don't count me out on that, but I'm pretty sure you can. I know that I had it to live Life Orb Respects Kingdra, Draco, so that's why I would always run 136 my special defense. But yeah, this thing is, again, fairly simple as well, fairly basic. It's pretty much Toxic Stall with Wish Protect. It's pretty much Toxic Stall. Pretty much, it's Toxic Stall. Pretty much is what it is. It's a wall. It's what it does, you know? So I had the Scald, of course, over the Waterfall because I already have... I have Toxic for mons that, you know, could be like the Gator, such like that. I did not want to try and reach to get the burn on the Gator when I could rather just dwindle it down with the Protect. Plus, if I try to burn it and I don't end up burning it, he can just set up all over me, which I'm surprised he didn't set up all over me. He swapped out to the Garchomp, if you guys saw the match, and he just like swapped out. I didn't understand that. I really didn't. I mean, I guess that kind of changed the game as well. I wasn't really too worried if he did set up out the ass because I live a +2 crunch as well. I think I almost live a +3. Don't count me on that, but +2, I know that I guaranteed live, so I wasn't worried about that. Then I could just swap out into somebody, sack that off, and then come back in with the generator on the Wish. So I was quite prepared for, you know, PK, but he swapped out, which is interesting. But no, I had the Scald for the Chomp. I don't want to have Waterfall. I know a lot of people like to run Waterfall as well, since they have Toxic already for a status inflictment. I want to run the Scald as well, just to try and fish for a burn. You know, mainly the Snorlax. Believe it or not, Snorlax actually is quite the threat. I do have a Keldeo, but if I lose the Keldeo to Snorlax, he can eat the flamethrower, fat enough to take a Seed Flare. Earthquake, since he's AV, if he pops my balloon, which most likely will be popped within the time of the match, so he can just one-shot that thing. So really, Snorlax takes out everybody besides this Almola. Snorlax has the chance to take out everybody but Almola and Keldeo. So he actually, I don't think he understood that Snorlax was a big threat, but it definitely was a big threat. By being a big threat, I mean it was nothing really safely switched in on it, you know? But he ran a set that I didn't really expect. So last mod, we have the Keldeo, AV Keldeo can live a Leaf Storm and a Giga Drain from his Mega Sceptile, and then our Catalia pack with the Icy Wind, and it does not, it's got the chance to not OHKO, but it also has a high chance to OHKO. Like, there's a chance for it to not OHKO, but if it doesn't OHKO, I'm guaranteed to outspeed because I am 346 max speed, whereas Mega Sceptile I think is 427. But after that, Icy Wind, I'm pretty sure he gets lower than 340. No, he does not, but I'm timid, so I was assuming that he would be modest, but since he's already fast as flying shit, but on the off chance he was timid, I brought the Scarfente, you know? But pretty much, I'm able to guaranteed live any hit from that Sceptile. It does like 65, 70% with AV, no special investment at all, special defense investment. I was guaranteed to live, so I pretty much, you know, had the Icy Wind there ready over the HP Ice, to just take it out and shit like that, you know? So I did come well prepared for it as well. I really did come well prepared. I wasn't, again, too worried about the Talonflame. Had I been too worried about a Talonflame, what about Rhyperior over this guy? But I really wasn't. I just didn't expect him to bring it, because I mean, if you think about it, Talonflame only kills 2 mons, and then 2 mons stop Talonflame, so it's like potentially 3 if I had a Rhyperior, so I wasn't really too worried about a Talonflame, you know? But that's pretty much it on how I prepared for PK. Next week's match is going to be Jay. I don't want to talk shit because that's my nigga, but I'm gonna whoop that nigga too. Jay's actually got a good team. There are mons in his team that are threatening with the Victini, Sylveon, Zygarde, such like that, so I gotta watch out for that, but I'm not too worried. No, I'm a little less worried about Jay than I am with PK. PK's team is a little more threatening to me than Jay, so yeah, so wish us luck. Shirts will be made soon, so just wait on it. Wish us luck. So if you guys can give the video a thumbs up, check out the UCL Twitter and follow that. Check out the UCL match that I had earlier today, and that's gonna be it. So thank you guys for supporting the Pittsburgh Pichus, and we are Pichu out.